All right, and welcome to this week's filming of Captain's Call. I'm Captain John Bushy.
Senior Chief Holmes.
I'm ET1 Johansson.
And welcome to CNET. We're here filming with our Sailor of the Week, and let's jump into a few comments that we have this week. First thing we'd like to put out is it's Bonadori season. So the Bonadori Festival at NAF at Sugi is coming up. It's Bonadori season, and the base is hosting its annual American Festival and Bonadori on August the 8th, starting at 2 p.m. This will be an open base event, so please invite your off-base neighbors to come and share this tradition with us. The event will feature games, it'll feature food booths, squadron memorabilia for sale, live entertainment, and much, much more. For more information, be sure that you tune into the Command Facebook page or visit www.navylifeatsugi.com for more information. And if you haven't done Bonadori, this is a lot of fun. It's everything from taiko drumming to different type of dances that are local traditional dances. It's going to be hot, so please make sure you hydrate, but it is a ton of fun, so please come out and enjoy yourself that day.
Next, we have National Night Out. The base will host its National Night Out event on August 4th from 4 to 7 p.m. in the NEX parking lot. National Night Out is an annual community building campaign that promotes police-community partnership and neighborhood camaraderie to make neighborhoods a safer, better place to live. During our event, there will be several informational booths, an earthquake simulator, fire trucks, and more, with free hamburgers and hot dogs provided by the NAF at Sugi First Class Petty Officers Mess.
The Skyrider is in print. Have you seen the new Skyrider? The Public Affairs Office recently started printing hard copies of their monthly e-magazine. This publication has been around since the 1950s and is a great resource for information about base programs, volunteer opportunities, and photos of events both on and off base. You might even see yourself in some of these pictures. You can see copies of Skyrider at the Branch Health Clinic, the Barber Shop, Liberty Center, and other locations around base. Please check it out and pass it along to your friends. Skyrider also comes in digital publications that is available online. Head over to our Facebook page and you can find our latest edition.
Hey, Skyrider's pretty cool. This was used to be a base newspaper way back in the day. When I was here in my first tour back in the late, we'll say the 1990s, we had a newspaper, but now they've got this professional-looking magazine. This is awesome. If you haven't checked it out, this is well worth seeing because, like ET1 said, this is the newspaper about you and your family. This is something that you can easily send home to your relatives via the links that we have. Mm-hmm. But this is also something that you can keep for keepsakes because it's got some awesome articles in it. It's got great photography. I've actually had this signed by Petty Officer Alvarez as well as Military Working Dog Sita. That was kind of rough to get her to sign that. Sorry, it's kind of punny. But we also had EXO on one not too long ago. So this is where we showcase everything that you do. So please check it out. Our MCs do a lot of hard work on this, and it's a professionally recognized magazine. So definitely worth something to pick up if you don't have your own copy.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm up next. Mandatory Mount Fuji safety climbing brief. Attention to all interested climbers. Mount Fuji's open, and in order to climb that with MWR, you need to make sure that you've gone to a safety brief. The next safety brief is going to be on August 12th. Failure to attend a brief will disqualify you from climbing an MWR-sponsored event this summer. At the brief, make sure that you bring that you sign up on the roster to make sure that it's documented correctly so that you have information for your attendance. If you have any questions, please call Outdoor Recreation. Their number is 264-3770. MWR is offering 3 Mount Fuji climbs this year for Blue Jacket sailors that are E4 and junior. This trip is free to them. For everybody else, the trip costs about $42. The nice thing about the trip, though, is it will include transportation and a tour guide, so please make sure you sign up today. It's a lot of fun if you haven't climbed Fuji.
Yes, I climbed it once. I don't want to do it again. But I'll be there again this year also. Navy College update. The Navy College test Defense Language Proficiency Test, the DLPT, and the Defense Language Aptitude Battery, the DLAB, testing is available on August 14th and September 4th. The ACT is scheduled for August 13th and September 3rd. Seats are limited. Please call 264-3280 to make an appointment.
Okay, that's all the announcements we have this week. Senior, do you have anything you want to wrap up with?
No, sir. One thing. The Skywriter is a good tool for everybody to read about at Tsugi. And our MCs, like you said, sir, they do a good job, a very good job behind the cameras and in front of the cameras. I'd just like to give them a bravo zulu.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think that's all I have this week for the announcements. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk to our Sailor of the Week a little bit about what she does here at CNET. So we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
The wait is finally over. At long last, Trilogy reopens on Friday, July 24th. With it comes the return of Skyriders and Bombers, as well as the opening of a new sports bar named First and 10 for enlisted personnel. To celebrate the reopening, Trilogy is giving away free meal coupons at registers from 6 to 7 a.m. during breakfast at Skyriders and 11 a.m. to noon during lunch at both Skyriders and Bombers. Then, everyone is welcome that evening at First and 10 for free food and to check out the great new space. For those of you who arrived during the renovation period, Trilogy is located in Building 1300, just west of the main exchange. Are you a 90s kid? Come relive the glory days on July 31st at Trilogy's first party since its reopening. At Tsugi's own DJ extraordinaire, DJ at Strudy Baby, will be at the turntable, and if you dress the part, you might win a prize for Best 90s Outfit. Enjoy racquetball or tennis and want to branch out your skills? Grab a partner and sign up for the Captain's Cup Badminton Tournament for a chance to win points toward the trophy for your command. Just turn in your names by August 1st. Call 264-3619 with questions. Teens, do you love to shine on stage? Start practicing now for the Teen Center's Lip Sync Battle. Tryouts run from August 3rd to 7th, so if you're interested, make sure you grab and fill out a sign-up sheet beforehand. If you'd prefer to be in the audience instead of in front of it, everyone is welcome to cheer on their favorite performers during the battle days on August 21st and 22nd. Call 264-6381 or stop by the Teen Center with questions. Postponed a few weeks ago due to rain, the Red, White, and Glow Run has been rescheduled. Show up at Ranger Park the evening of Friday, August 7th for a free fun run illuminated by everyone's glowing accessories. Everyone is welcome, including families and pets, and there will be prizes for the best glowing ensembles.
And welcome back to CNET. This week our Sailor of the Week is ET1 Johansson. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here at CNET?
I am a 2M instructor here at CNET. I've been here for 5 months, so I'm just now qualified to teach on my own.
Okay.
It's been a really awesome journey being able to teach the students that come through, both from Yokosuka, Guam, and then from NAF Atsugi.
Okay. So 2M, what is
Yes.
that for those that don't know?
It's miniature and micro-miniature circuit card repair. We teach students how to repair the circuit cards that you'll even find in common appliances or in cell phones, computers, and things like that. So we're helping the fleet.
Awesome. That's great. Do you reside here, or do you put your training on the road and go to other locations?
2M is kind of a stationary school
Is that because of the lab?
yes, we have labs, we have a lot of equipment that would have to go with us, so we can't travel. But we do have a lot of different 2M schoolhouses across the United States as well as in other countries.
Okay. So you said you've been here for 5 months.
I have.
And where were you at before this?
I was stationed in San Diego on the USS Rushmore, LSD 47.
Awesome. Great.
Yep.
So ET by trade.
Yes.
So tell me about being an ET. What does an ET do? What
There-
doesn't an ET do?
Yeah, we are traditionally called everything technicians, and it's really true. We work on just about anything. On the Rushmore, when I was stationed there, I would get calls from everywhere across the ship. Hey, we got something broken down here. Can you come take a look? So I've worked on ACs, I've worked on engines, I've worked on radar systems, comms systems, pretty much anything that you can think of. Cell phones, headphones, I've worked on it all. So that's ETs. We traditionally are communications and radar technicians. We work on the big systems to help navigate through the water as well as keep communications with shore stations and other ships. That's traditionally what ETs do.
Okay. So let's pretend you went back home to your to where you grew up at, and you were talking to somebody that was interested in the Navy, and they're like, "What do you like the most about being an ET? How would you convince me to be an ET?"
I
What would you say?
love the whole job, honestly. I love being able to learn new things every day. There's never a dull moment being an ET because we work on so many different things. It's really hard to get bored, and that's what I love about it.
Sounds like there's a lot of variety.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
every
great.
day.
Awesome. Well, congratulations for being the Sailor of the Week,
Thank you, sir.
and I appreciate you inviting us over to Film Captain's Call here today.
Absolutely.
So, well, Senior, why don't you and I get into some some concerns, excuse me, and then you can help us out with Bravo Zulus at the end.
Yes.
So, Senior, what's our first concern this week?
Our first concern, sir, comes from the service provider from the bowling alley, and it reads, I had a bad customer service experience and was not happy about it. Please hold customer service training for your employees. Thank you.
So we pulled the string on this a little bit and found out who was working that night, and we apologize for the customer service that you were provided. The manager has spoken to the employees about what the expectations are for customer service, and all I can say is I'm sorry, but thank you for letting us know about that, and training has been conducted, and we'll make sure it's better in the future. So thank you for your comment.
The next service provider is for the general mess. I have witnessed the CSs giving some people free food several times.
Well, with this one, just remember that we provide a variety of services to different organizations, to different commands. We have a lot of different avenues to request support as well as to provide that support. And it's a pretty broad statement to say that you're seeing the CSs give free food away without you knowing the entire story behind what's going on.
Yes, sir.
We have conducted training to make sure everybody's aware of what's proper, what the procedures are, to make sure that indeed we are not giving away free food and making sure that we're doing everything above board in accordance with the regulations. So if there is a cause for concern, we've conducted training. However, I caution people for drawing a conclusion that may not be real if they don't know the entirety of what the transaction is. So thanks for bringing it to our concern, but I have every faith and confidence in my folks working over at the galley that they're doing the right thing.
The next service provider is the Rec Center, sir. It says, during the 4th of July event, I was told by Liberty employees that I can't take alcohol through the Liberty Center to Cinema 77, but I don't see any signs supporting their statements.
Well, actually, there is a sign that's posted there. And in fact, we prohibit alcohol and tobacco from going inside the single sailor lounge. That's an alcohol and a tobacco-free area. And there is a sign that's clearly posted there. We have talked to the employee to make sure that he addresses these concerns with customers appropriately so that there's no confusion in the future. I know you mentioned that in your comments as well. But there is a sign, and we have to uphold that because that is a alcohol and tobacco-free area. And we have conducted training in other areas. But thank you for bringing that to our attention. Okay, I think that's it for our concerns this week. Would you like to help us out with the Bravo Zulus?
Absolutely.
That's the best part of the show.
So the first Bravo Zulu is for family housing. I want to give a shout out to Ron Singer on the wonderful job he's doing to ensure the AC in Building 3050 is working as required. His enforcing has greatly improved the comfort for the residents of this tower. Thank you. The next is for the security department. Bravo Zulu to the security department for standing at the gate all day in the heat during Black Flag yesterday. Great job. And for VFA 115, I would like to thank AT1 Copy for providing me assistance on Tuesday, July 14th, as I suffered from dehydration that led to a seizure in the men's locker room at Ranger Gym. I can't thank him enough for making sure I landed on the ground safely and getting me to medical assistance. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, those are some great PZs. Thank you very much for everybody for recognizing these folks and their hard jobs. You know, some of our hardest working people are the people that work in housing as well as the people that man the gates for our security. They provide daily services to everybody on this installation, whether you live on the installation or you live off the installation. They are providing for your security as well as for your health and well-being. So thank you very much for recognizing them because they're the folks that work behind the scene to make sure that everything goes correctly. And I think that's all we've got this week. Senior, do you have anything?
No, I'm
Good to go?
good to go.
All right. ET1, any final final statements? Any Bravo Zulus or shout-outs you'd like to give to anybody?
To my fellow guys at CNAT, you guys have been amazing welcoming me here and showing me how to be an awesome instructor.
Outstanding. Well, great. That's all we have from CNAT this week. And until next time, I'm Captain John Bushy saying adios, and we will see you in a couple weeks.